Alrighty. Okay. Let's put the which talk. Which talk? All right, we are officially. Are we officially live? Okay, now we are officially live. We're officially live on the TikToks and YouTubes, on the tubes and the TikToks and YouTubes. Karen GCB. Hello, how's it going? All right, they come and go. Pro Detail Her joined. How's it going? Pro Detail Her. Karen, oh Kari. How's it going, Kari? Thank you so much for the likes, Kari. I really appreciate you. Will R contact me today this week? Today this week. All right, let's get a card. All right, let's see what we got here. Will R contact Carrie today or this week? Oh boy. All right, you got the High Priestess. As a yes or no, as is upside, I would say it's a yes. I would say it's a yes. For today, maybe yes. Yeah. For this week, most likely yes. So we got 5 days. 5 days for them to contact you. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Elena is asking, does James loves me? Elena is asking, does James loves me? Let's find out. Does James loves you? Does James loves Elena? Does James loves Elena? Let's double check here. We got Ace of Swords upright. As a yes or no, this question will be for a yes. Okay. That will be a yes, and you should get some clarity about that. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share the live, all that good stuff. Every little bit helps. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Caitlin, thank you so much for following. Karina, thank you so much for following. Guys, just a small reminder, I'll give a priority to people who are actually following and interacting, okay? All right, Karina, is Maria interested in me romantically? Let's see. Is Maria interested in Karina romantically? So if I were to get it as a yes or no, that would have been a no. Okay. But if we look into the meaning of the Ace of Wands, this is the card of maybe missing opportunity on certain action. Uh, wands are fire. Fire is action. It's getting some sort of building. It's like building momentum. So maybe it's just something that hasn't showed up so far. But again, there's fire involved. It's almost like looking for the perfect storm. Caitlin, thank you so much for following. Karina, you are very welcome. Can you guys hear me properly? Do you guys hear it properly? Can you guys hear me properly? Or is it too low? Do I need to get a little bit higher, or is it too low? All right, let's see who else is around. Well, we got 4 people, maybe 7 people. Miss Liberist. Female lioness. All right, let's see. Chanel Robertson. Chanel's asking, is Otis love sick over me? We got the 3 of Pentacles on reverse. That looks like it's solo work. I would say it's a no. It's not sick over you, no. Gladys is asking, will Darlington and I get married? Gladys is asking, will Darlington and I get married? Oh, he's got a card turn around here. We got the 4 of Swords. If it was a yes or no, that would be a no. Patricia, thank you so much. All right, for Gray. Gray, thank you so much for following. Let's ask you a question here. Does Am likes Gray romantically? Does Am likes Gray romantically? We got the Knight of Swords on reverse. While this says it's a no at this very moment, that does not mean it's definite. It's just something that has not moved so far. Okay. There's surely a whole lot of thought, but in the romantically thing, it's ain't. Cash Money Ash. Cash Money. You're very welcome, Gray. Hey, my name is Ashley, and my question is, will things work out for me soon? All right, let's get a card for you, Ashley. Let's get a card for Ashley. What does Ashley needs to hear today? Ooh. Beauty in God's grace. Thank you so much for the roses. I really appreciate you. This card doesn't want to come out, Ashley. I'm trying. I'm trying. Ooh. All right, I got 3 cards out. It's going to be a quick one, though. Nothing detailed. All right, first of all, in the middle, we had the Hangman. The Hangman is the card of sitting and waiting, being put on a different position, being put on, upside down. But that also calls you to have a different perspective on things. All right. Number one, number two, second card that jumped out. You got 3 cards that jumped out, which is pretty rare. That's the Ten of Swords. That's one of the worst cards in the decks. But on the reverse, it just means that the worst is actually gone for whatever happened in the past. That episode is done. You're just moving on to a different cycle. Now you should most likely focus on healing. Okay. And also you got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a lady who is very thoughtful. She's very logical. She knows how to communicate very well. So you either may get some sort of communication that will bring you to a better spirits, or also considering that 2 of those cards are being pulled out as a swords, right? You can also think as this as a more of a mental situation than anything else. So be just completely be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself, and don't get yourself in a mental prison. Okay. Beauty in God's grace. Thank you so much for Cynthia. Does Christian still want to be with Cynthia and reconcile soon? Does Christian and Cynthia are going to reconcile soon? Let's check that out. Is Christian and Cynthia going to reconcile soon? All right, Cynthia. If we look as a yes or no question, you got a yes on this. If we look at the card meaning, this means that you're closing up a cycle. This is a cycle that either needs to be closed, or you're closing a cycle just so you can start a new one. So take that as it resonates. Do you think that situation is over? If you think it's over, then maybe it's time to move on. If you think, or the other person is thinking or trying to reach out to you, this might be an indication that you can make sure you guys are balancing things. Okay. Fumble Lord, thank you so much for the gifts. Let's see. Lena, will I have dinner with Nick this week? Let's find out. You're very welcome. Lena, will I have dinner with Nick this week? All right, we got 10 of Pentacles on reverse. If it was a yes or no question, I would say it's a no, but that is not definite. Ask yourself, what is concrete at this very moment? How can you make sure that this event happens? Talk to Nick. Make sure that you got your expectations in check and his expectations in check, And I would say if Nick is really interested about it, he would most likely be reaching out and, making sure that you are secure that this is actually going to happen. Nothing better than meeting with someone who's actually, see, and the Pentacles are actually the card of work. So he might actually be very busy with work. That actually may resonate. But again, when we want to make something happen, we go after it. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got in here, guys. Thank you so much for following. Just a quick reminder: I do give priority to people who are following and actually interacting. So, all right. Now we got unknown. Thank you so much for following. The question is Danny cheating on Jazzy? Is Danny cheating on Jazzy? Is Danny cheating on Jazzy? Yo, Jesus Christ. The cards flew out. So we got we got the Hierophant. This is the card of structure, marriage. We got the Fool, which is new beginnings, and we got the Devil on reverse. I would say it's a no. I would say it's a no, just because the Devil is down. Pretty girl Brit, thank you so much for following and sharing the live. Hartley, thank you so much for following as well. Let's check on your guys' question here. Let's see. Let's check on Hartley's. Are my manifestation about Dexter working? It's too many. All them cards are trying to pull up so quickly here. Don't want that, just one. All right, we got Queen of Pentacles on reverse. That's the lady who overspends, or she's trying to stay into this, appearances. Not supposed to be very mother. It's supposed to be motherly, but in this situation, it's really not. Um, if it was a yes or no question, I would say it's a no. Um, I would ask you, or if that was for me, I would ask myself, am I taking care of myself? Am I nurturing myself enough? And detaching from the situation, just so I can get an actual outcome. Because the less you cling yourself into the situation, the better it works. All right, Brittany, did Joe have anything to do with Lamar getting fired? Oh my. We got 7 of Wands. That's someone being on the defensive. If it's a yes or no question, we would say it's a yes, but we don't know for sure. You're off course. You need to get more facts. If we're talking about the card itself, that's a card of being on the defensive. So someone most likely had to defend themselves into that situation. Dakota Van Zandt, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. Jesus, where are you guys getting all of this, huh? Leviticus 19:31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits. Y'all should go back to reading that Bible and getting out of TikTok. Jesus. Angel eyes. Nathan is not talking to me. Does that mean he's over me? Let's see. We got Angel eyes. We got the Four of Pentacles. This is either the card of security, financial stability, holding yourself to your coins. If we're looking into this situation, if you ask if it's over you, if it's a yes or no, I would say as it's a yes. If we look into a little bit closer to the meaning of the card, are you holding too tightly onto this situation? Ask yourself, does it actually benefit you to hold yourself into this situation for as long as you have been? That's the question as well. Anna, Miss B, Anna, will my relationship with D work out good? Let's see. Got the Page of Swords as a yes or no. I would say it's a yes if we look into the card itself. This is somebody very curious, very intelligent. Oop. Nyla, will my ex and I reconnect? Reconnect. Will my ex and I reconnect? By Nyla. Thank you so much for following, guys. I really appreciate y'all. It helps my channel a lot if you do follow. Nyla, you got the Empress on reverse. If it's a yes or no, I would say it's a no for being reversed. If we look into the meaning of the cards, that's the Empress. Are you holding onto your own power in this situation? Are you being too passive into this situation? Are you just simply, um, might be good to reassess the situation and see if it's actually a good connection for you. Are you holding on to it because it was nice in the past? But what did you actually learn by this person being an ex of yours? Yeah, if it was a good connection, I mean, yeah, that's great. But then we gotta ask ourselves, are we stunting our own growth? Is the time that they're living rent free in your head actually healthy for you? Take care of yourself. The more you take care of yourself, better things will get. Hmm. I understand. No, I don't know you. I don't know what the situation was, but you gotta ask yourself how did you guys get down to that point of the road? Make sense? Yeah, the Empress is all about, not using your power for the right things. Just like the Emperor, but it's just the feminine part of it. Um, just think about it. It's me, 99. Just followed. Thank you so much. It's me, is Michelle. And Michelle is asking, will I see Javier today? Two cards. Okay, so you got Page of Pentacles, and you got also the Ace of Pentacles on reverse. That's almost like a yes or no. That's a 50-50. That's a 50-50. Well, one is a opportunity that's already here, and the other one is a missed opportunity. So if it happens, it might be for very briefly. You're very welcome. Fatine Tour, Mariam. Would I be hearing from Idris this week? Let's find out. Will Mariam be hearing from Idris this week? Too many. All right, reshuffle. Reshuffle. Oop. All right, this is the Nine of Pentacles on reverse. This will be a no. If you look at the card itself, it's either the card of the Pentacles is work, health. If you put logic into it, you either might be too busy with work, or you guys might be in a position where you're just simply not having the right chances to happen. Stella, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate you. Stella is asking, does Johnny ever think about her? Does Johnny even think about Stella? Does Johnny think about Stella? Does Johnny think about Stella? All right, we just got the Three of Wands. That's the card that, you see the guy at the top of the mountain looking at the path right below him. So, yeah, there is a path. He very likely does think about you. The question that we have to ask over here is what actions are you guys taking towards each other? Aaron, thank you so much for following and sharing the live. Will Ali and Aaron become more than friends soon? Let's ask. Will Aaron and Ali become more than friends soon? Oh boy, this one doesn't want to come out. Nope, just pulled out. Cool. All right, we got the Seven of Swords on reverse. If it's a yes or no, that will be like a no. If we look into the Meaning of the card. This is, usually on the upside, it's usually about deception, cutting corners, um, trying to get the easy way. On the reverse, it's about coming clean, stop cutting corners, reassessing the situation, trying to get a different strategy. So if you're asking me, how can I become more than friends soon? Number one, stop trying to get yourself so worried about the outcome and just enjoy what is happening at the moment. Just detach yourself from the situation. Again, come clean about it. Detach yourself from the situation. If you guys want to spend, if you enjoy spending time together with Ali as a person, it does not matter if they're gonna be a romantic partner or just a friend. But detaching yourself from the situation may be the best thing you can do at the moment, because you're either winning if they, stick around or not. I hope that does resonate. Bashi, will my family drama resolve before my wedding? Oh boy. That's a Three of Cups on reverse. That's usually the card of betrayal, gossip. I hate to be that guy, break it to you, but I'm not even kidding. I pulled, yeah, that's what I pulled. Um, as all right, one of the best ways to not get yourself into that, that gossip, just not entertaining the gossip, not giving space for them, stop entertaining, I guess. Boom. Oof. Thank you so much for the like, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate y'all. Ding ding. Rosie. Rosie Thunder. Ooh. Gypsy Queen, thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you. If you have a question, please do not hesitate. Might just raise the gain just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Nancy's asking, will Aaron reach out and try to reconcile with me? Nancy is asking, will Aaron reach out and try to reconcile? Will Aaron reach out and try to reconcile? So you got the Ace of Pentacles. There is a possibility, yes, a very concrete possibility. Now you should ask yourself, how can we make sure, or how can we make that a concrete possibility? Candace B, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate you. Whenever you're ready, please make sure to drop your question down below. Cards don't tell the future, bud. Cards just tell you what you should probably do in order to make it happen. Candace is asking, is Matravis going to start being honest with me? Candace. Are you being honest with yourself? You got the Hermit? That's a card of introspection. There is a card of, think about it really hard. Think about it really, really, really hard. Are you being honest with yourself? Be honest with yourself. Think it nice. Think it a lot. Be honest. If this person hasn't been honest with you for the longest time, and if they show themselves for a very long time, or many, many times, that they are not being honest, what do you think is going to be the final outcome? Chandra, Sandy. Thank you for following, Sandy. Sandy is asking, does Kenny want a loyal relationship with me? Does Kenny wants a loyal relationship with Sandy? We got the Fool. Fool is new beginnings, in a sense. If we look into the meaning of the card, that will be a positive one. Put two and two together. Are they showing up? Do they show up as they want to have something with you? Is it realistic? Cool. Oh my goodness. Come on, Mike. You got nothing better to do. This is just entertainment, buddy. Get over it. Oh, and he's my top person at the moment. He's doing the most right now. Oh, Jesus. Stacy Michelle, thank you so much for the gifts. Let's see your question. I'm feeling heartbroken. Does Jordan still want to be with me? Thank you. Okay. Okay. Two cards came out. We got 10 of Pentacles on reverse, and we got the Two of Pentacles, which is balance. So this may be like, you know, probably got to balance something or a situation over here. And the Ten of Pentacles on reverse is usually a card of expectations, or maybe not financial security. Maybe they got something else on their minds. So Stacy, try to take that into consideration and ask yourself what is really concrete at this moment. Are you making sure, instead of being stuck on that situation, are you not letting um, other aspects of your life being taken over uh, because of this situation? Ask yourself that if you're getting everything in order. Del Barola, thank you so much for following. Let's see. Does Lee love me? We got the Eight of Swords on reverse. That's the card of the prisoner being on the reverse. It'll be, you're in a situation, but not because you really have to. What does your heart actually tells you? Are you with this person at the moment? No. Yeah, that's not a very positive card. Just be realistic with yourself. Princess 3K. Okay, will me and Z reconcile next year? Thank you. We got the Tower on reverse. This will be a no if it was a yes and no question. Um, but you take it as resonates. The Tower on reverse indicates that there is something in this situation that has not been solved. It also may indicate that you need to be moving on from this situation, because the longer you stay in a broken tower, the longer it will be for you to close this process and get to start over and have something actually new and fulfilling. Being able to build back again. Stacy is hello. Thank you, Stacy, for following. Stacy's asking, will I see Swan in the next few days? Will Stacy see Swan in the next few days? We got the card of strength. It was a yes or no question. I would say, yeah, it could be a positive one. Yes. The strength card, we need to look up and not being fearful of the outcome, looking at things straight as they are. I hope that resonates. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. We got ICU 54. Hello. Hello, ICU 54. Will CW and R&B reconcile in 2026? Will CW and R&B reconcile in 2026? So we just got the Nine of Cups on reverse. That's the wish fulfillment not really being filled. But remember, the future is not final. What changes the future are the actions you take today. Okay. All right, guys, I'll have to jump out for just a minute. I will be back in a few. All right. Thank you. Okay.